I remember seeing art. I'm pretty sure it was AI generated art, but I remember seeing art of somebody reimagining the thrombos in the Steam community page for Rimworld, and they were chickens. It was just a giant chicken. Hold on.
Fucking beat that man.
Yeah. Whoops, wrong thing. It's just like here, AI image jump scare and whatnot, but it's just like I remember looking at this and going, "Thanks, I hate it." Yeah, I'm not gonna force you to look at it long. This thing is supposed to clearly have 4 legs. It's not supposed to be a goddamn giant chicken. Chocobo. That's what somebody in the comments said, basically. It just looks like a giant chocobo.
AI just went, thrombo, chocobo, sounds close enough.
Yeah!
Generate image.
This AI is fucking stupid. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, that was it.
Gotcha. More useless clothes. I don't know why Rimworld keeps sending me just like useless junk. It's just like, oh, you got a shipment of weapons to you. It's just a goddamn like wooden sword, and I'm just like, oh, thanks, I guess. I hate it basically when mods decide that, you know, we're gonna have a peril, but then we're gonna just have it basically like reduce like move speed or something like that.
Isn't that most mods, sadly?
Vanilla Expanded is actually extremely kind, thankfully.
Looks at Vikings.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Vikings actually did just ruin the armor and whatnot. It was just like, I especially don't even understand the heavy armor, because like the heavy armor you think be like, alright, that's supposed to go to the melee guy, right? And no. Not only does it slow him down, it also makes him basically have a chance, like an increased chance to miss his hits while wearing the heavy armor. And I'm just sitting there kind of going like, what is the purpose?
I sit here so the other pawns can kill them, which kind of isn't really useful in Rimworld.
I wouldn't know about that. Hold on, we got a boom bat that just decided to self-tame. No, get that little jihadist out of here.
It depends on how well your archers are with their shooting skills.
That too, basically. Yeah. But in all honesty, I'm like thinking about mechanoids and whatnot. If you could honestly get like a centipede, or like even probably better and whatnot, like one of those pikemen trapped in melee so they don't fire their weapon, basically, that's a huge help.
If the mechanoids are on your medieval planet, you've got better problems.
Oh, Boomba, been Boom Rat. God damn it. Why are we running out of power? What's the strain on the power? Power needed. Okay, the workbenches literally just suck up like 600 power. That's like half a generator for each workbench. And mind you, we already got 2 generators and then a grav engine hooked up into the power grid. But hi there, Belgium. Hopefully you're having a good day today as well. Good to see you. Have you tried batteries and solar panels? I have not tried solar panels ever since they locked it behind a research. I used to be a big solar panel kind of guy, but then when they locked it behind research, I'm like, well, fuck you, I'm never going to use them ever again. Our collar's gray or face is red, dying like a dog tag to keep the blood god fed. Jesus Christ. I didn't know basically Corin also liked poetry. Yeah, that's like one of the like imagine that. Imagine a blood pact actually. You know, just like, oh, what do you do in your spare time? And it's just like, oh, I write poems. What? It's like finding out the hunters in Halo 2 actually like, you know, poetry and opera. But I say Halo 2, the hunters in just Halo in general.
Nah, agriculture.
I know I have been in dress uniform all day. Well, sorry to hear about that, Belgium. I remember seeing, it was an Angry Cops video just recently and whatnot. This is kind of old news. I think it happened like 3 months ago and whatnot, but it was like an Air Force officer, like a lieutenant colonel. I think basically, she was a medical officer. It doesn't matter basically who she was. Whatnot, but she got pulled over by police because she was like going like 65 and a 40 and whatnot. And you could quite tell that basically she was heavily intoxicated on some shit.
Wonderful.
Because like the police pulled her over. The guy's just like, are you gonna roll down your window? No. And you already know it's gonna be a great night tonight.
You're not gonna roll down the window, but guess what? You have to get out of the car anyway.
Yeah. But I love on how basically it went from her saying that she wants to speak to another officer, she wants to get another officer's opinion. So the guy requests basically to send another car over. And then, you know, basically the guy explains the same shit that the first guy explained, and since she's, you know, they're like, I want to talk to your supervisor, so they call for the sergeant out. The sergeant comes by and whatnot, basically, and he's just like, all right, so it was like it was just like all it was just like, hey, you went 65 and a 40 and whatnot, basically, and that was like the only thing she was gonna get a ticket for and whatnot, basically. But then at the same time, the officer's just like, oh, and then I noticed you also weren't wearing your seatbelt and whatnot, basically. Literally, and just other shit. It's like, I know your license plate is expired. And it was just like, oh god. But then like the supervisor comes on by and whatnot and is just like, look, you're going to have to cooperate or else. And she's like, I want to speak to your captain.
Oh. It's gonna get to the point where the fucking commissioner shows up.
No, at that point, the supervisor was just like, no, fucking end this, basically, because he was just like, look, if you don't comply with us and whatnot, we're going to have to break your window and whatnot and drag you out and place you under arrest and whatnot. And she's like, I want to speak to your captain. And the supervisor's like, all right, smash the window. And before he even finished the sentence, basically, the guy, the first responder, basically, immediately, he already had his baton out, ready for it. Like, halfway through his sentence, he just immediately smashed the window.
He's been waiting for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, no. This was a lot longer than that, basically. Because the problem is, the supervisor was already at another call for a car crash and whatnot, basically, so they had to drag him away from that, basically, or wait for him to finish that before he had to come out and whatnot, and it was just like, oh, sweet Jesus Christ. All in all, basically, the cops are very lenient.
It's like, yeah, I'd like to talk to the manager. Police edition was not on my bingo board.
And it just gets worse from there and whatnot, because, like, so she accidentally, I shouldn't say accidentally, she suffered a cut and whatnot, because the first thing that she did is when they were about to smash the window, she put her fucking face up against the glass, so she got cut by the window as it smashed and whatnot, basically, so she got a cut on her face, and so they had to request, like, an ambulance or what.
Insurance fraud.
Yeah, basically, and it's just like, oh, ain't this fucking beautiful. And whatnot. Women, yes, and then it gets weird after that, basically, and then somehow even weirder, because so once they handcuff her and the nurses treat her for the cut, basically, they clean out her cut, make sure she doesn't have glass in it and whatnot, and then slap a band-aid over it, because it was such a small cut to boot.
There's an entire pharmacy in the car.
She had $10,000 on her in all $50 bills, basically.
Oh?
She had stacks of cash in her pockets, in her basically her jacket and whatnot. Basically, I forget her name as well. It was the name of a fucking band. Well, I think like Halfway There, Living on a Prayer, I think is one of the songs that band made. That was her last name, I remember now, on the jacket.
On Kofi?
Yes, there we go. That was her last name. Totally not suspicious. I know, and that was the weirdest thing is, like, why do you have $10,000 on you, all in $50 bills, basically? She had $5,000 in one pocket, and then $5,000 in her other pocket. I don't know what happened to that, basically, because we didn't get, like, a follow-up story to this, sadly. But we're also being raided, so hold on. Oh goddamn, it's the furries.
The raiders have come to interrupt story time.
Yep. They also got some beep boops with them. Yeah, I think Bon Jovi, the band itself, is like 2 words and spelled with a J and whatnot. This is all 1 word spelled with a G, but yeah. Suspiciously wealthy naked furries with drones. I should probably let them build the artillery piece, actually.
I don't know why, but that sounds like a background from that one mod you found.
Get that drone. Yes! I'm gonna turn into a fucking toaster.
But what about the Roombas?
Roomba's terrifying me, man. Of course, basically, since I don't understand why that the Lasguns just like because I already explained, like, Lasguns can actually just, like, genuinely fuck people up lore-wise in the books and whatnot. Like, if you set, like, if you get a full squad of, like, Imperial Guardsmen, set all their Lasguns to basically, like, full power, like, full blast, you can unironically probably bring down, like, a Chaos Space Marine with it, but in most cases where there'd be mods or games, Lasguns seem to only be as useful as a goddamn flashlight. I don't get me wrong, we killed a lot of these people and whatnot, but at the same time, it's just like, I have all these goddamn prison cells, because simply we just keep getting more prisoners, and I just... as long as merchants show up willing to buy them, I guess it's the way we're gonna make money.
The great Krieger slave trading ring.
But my expendable weak fought. Don't get me wrong, because, like, the whole thing about the Imperial Guard is supposed to be, like, mass-produced, you know, equipment, basically, on, you know, conscripts. You know, it's just like that whole thing about they trade lives as much as they spend ammunition is true. However, basically, one Lasgun isn't going to do shit. 100 Lasguns, on the other hand, basically is going to do a whole fucking lot. The reason why the Krieg and a lot of other Imperial Guardsmen basically specialize in, like, you know, trench warfare and whatnot is you could get across no man's land, you know, with one Lasgun probably shooting at you. Good luck trying to get across no man's land when 1 million of them are trying to shoot at you. The Imperial Guard is literally the definition of they can't stop all of us. Anyway, going back to Lieutenant Colonel Bon Jovi that got arrested and whatnot, basically. So that's the weirdest thing, probably, is that I don't know why she had so much money on her. But it gets even weirder, basically, because it just, like, this is where it kind of goes of like, okay, well, clearly we thought she was drunk at first, but now she might be just on some serious fucking drugs, basically, because now she's going around to all the officers, going around, you know, it's just like, are you a Freemason? Are you part of the Illuminati?
Oh boy. We've entered the fun zone.
Yeah. Strap 100 Lasguns together. I remember there was a funny joke and whatnot. I don't know if people say it to this day, but it's just like, what do you call a Lasgun with a flashlight? Twin linked. It's a tabletop joke, basically. To explain the joke is twin linked allows you to re-roll missed shots, so it's basically just like, ah yes, Lasgun flashlight attachment. It does the same thing. New lovers. Why the fuck do we have new lovers? Why is it that basically literally love blooms on the battlefield?
Because the Revia think it's funny?
No, it ain't Revia. Thank God it's just two humans and whatnot. DS and May. My. I don't know how to pronounce that person's name, but anyway. Apparently so, yes. Why the fuck does this child just hate all of our guts? Anyway. Okay, you're having... okay, whatever. Alistair is losing his fucking mind again.
Isn't he?
Yeah. Honestly criminal. But yeah, so anyway, basically after that whole mess was over and whatnot, they bring her back. They bring her to the county jail, or was it county or jail? It was just they brought her to the jail and whatnot for processing and whatnot. And this in Florida, I can't remember.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah, it might make sense. I can't remember where this was. Basically, literally. There was another video I know that had to do with Florida, and I can't remember if it was this one or the other one and whatnot, basically. But they're just like, all right, so you're going to have to, you know, basically, are you willingly going to take, you know, a drug test and whatnot? And she's just like, I will not. And she's just like, all right, well, refusal basically means that you're going to get suspended for, your license will be suspended for like 12 months, I want to say it was, or something like that. Her license was going to be suspended for a long time and whatnot. Are you still going to, you know, refuse the drug test? And she's just like, I still refuse.
May they rest in peace.
Which apparently it was actually longer than that and whatnot, because apparently, not on camera, but she also apparently refused to take like a blood test as well, because first they wanted her to just, you know, basically do the drug test, like piss in the cup shit, and then she also refused to get blood drawn, so double refusal for basically driving underneath the influence, or being tested for driving underneath the influence. Basically just doubles the time your license is suspended or whatever. But still, I don't understand it, basically. Why is it in the name of God that, one, she was drugged out of her mind or something, basically. I don't know, she was just drunk out of her mind, drugged out of her mind. I don't know what the fuck it was. She was intoxicated with some fucking shit, basically. Literally decided that the street was her highway, and then thought that because she was a lieutenant colonel, she didn't have to comply with the police officers, and she just wasted everybody's time by going, I want to speak to your supervisor, I want to speak to your supervisor now, and I want to talk to the captain. And I'm just like, this went on long enough. She would have demanded the president of the United States at this fucking point.
Things would have ended quickly when she got to the ranks of the CIA.
I didn't want to get caught for being on drugs. I mean, I know that. What I really wanted to know about, though, and wasn't explained in the Angry Cops video, is why did she have so much money on her? Like, that's my legit question, is like, fuck everything else, why did she have so much money? Who travels with $10,000 in cash?
Someone coked out of their mind on God knows what.
Sure, to buy more drugs, that must...
I just had a horrible thought.
What?
Did they find a suitcase?
No.
Damn.
Why?
Just walk up to the dealer and give them the, Kazuma Kiryu fucking realtor minigame suitcase of 50s. Just rip the damn thing open, show all the money, and just say narcotics.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to do with Raj, because Raj took basically they got shot in the head because they decided to lasso one of those goddamn drones with a gun on it right to them, and as they lassoed it, it just shot them in the head, and just like, well, now they got a mangled scar, and I'm just like, well, you're kind of useless, I ain't gonna lie.
They brought it upon themselves.
Yeah.
And the lassos from everyone.
It was just like, you were just, you know, slivers away from winning the Darwin Award right there. Corpse starch is, yeah, I'm thinking basically probably corpse starch.
Lasso should be illegal.
Yeah, you know, I probably should just, whatchamacalls it. Just ban them from using them. It's a way out from not losing her license and having additional legal problems in the future. She'd likely get a good attorney and for the money. All will be forgiven. That's why she had the 10,000. She knew she was going to be arrested, so she wanted to keep the 10,000 on her for her lawyer. Okay.
It shouldn't, but it makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
You never know when you're gonna need that pocket change to bribe the lawyer to just find me anything, get me out of here.
That was another thing as well. Basically, she kept demanding her phone while the nurses were trying to treat her and whatnot. It was just to waste more people's time and whatnot, basically, because the two nurses that they had, I keep calling them nurses. They were paramedics, but I keep accidentally calling them nurses because they were both female paramedics. And whatnot, kept trying to clean her wound and whatnot to slap a band-aid on it. And the only reason why I called an ambulance out is, well, she did get a cut, but she was just like, you know, she kept screaming that her eye got cut or what. No, it was just, she had a small nick on her face, basically, lately. But still, police officers still had to get that treated no matter how minor it was. Basically, but she was just like, no, I want my phone call first, basically. Like, give me my cell phone. And the police officer were just like, it doesn't work like that. We have to fucking process you at the jail center first. I want my phone. I want my phone. I want my phone. Jesus fucking Christ. Make her stop.
She has to play her Candy Crush. You don't understand.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting that one. I laughed a little bit too loud at that one. I probably, hopefully I didn't scare the shit out of the neighbors with that one. I don't know what it is about that Candy Crush. Basically, literally, but just middle-aged women. They've been keeping Candy Crush alive and whatnot. Even the developer's scared of them because he's just like, look, I made like 9,999 levels. What do you mean you want more?
Oh, God.
Cattle stunners and shit. She must be a fucking bitch so much.
At this point, just introduce an endless mode.
Yeah, you kidding me? Basically, that'd be dangerous. Having an endless mode, like a round that just never ends, they'll literally forget to eat and drink. They'll become like the World of Warcraft players and whatnot, basically. You just sit there in bed, you just... Okay, I'm gonna stop that before I describe something that people don't want to fucking hear.
Yeah, that's not the Reddit mods?
Yeah, they'll somehow find a way to finish it. They will play it until they brick their phone.
You won! Freedom from Candy Crush.
They don't want freedom. Oh, Sly, don't describe yourself. I have never played a World of Warcraft MMO. You shut the fuck up.
I played it maybe 2014. Realized I can go up to like only level 20 out of God knows what. Pride, Stone.
That one they had the free accounts?
Can't remember.
Because I think I remember hearing about World of Warcraft, you know, having free accounts, but it only went up to like level 20. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that DS is older than I think he is. Yeah, oh god, why is Postal having a fucking tantrum spree?
Wait, how old do they think I am?
Oh, that's right, we don't have it. Alright. It's gonna alert here, glad you're on. Alright, thank you, Cosme. Hopefully you're having a good day today. You sound like you're still in your early 20s, like 20.
About 5 years past that.
See, what the fuck?
No, you're the first person to say that I sound younger than I am. Most people think I sound older.
No, I definitely thought you were a lot younger than what you told me and whatnot. I was actually kind of surprised. And whatnot, especially because you said about going like to college and whatnot. I'm just like, all right, so you're probably a lot younger than me. That, yes. Because I definitely know damn well that I'm older than you and I'm older than DS. And I'm cursed with slightly higher pitch voice, so I still sound like I graduated high school. Don't worry, you'll hit puberty one day.
But my puberty apparently went in reverse. Sounded older when I was younger and younger when I'm older.
Or you just gotta hit that second puberty when you hit 30 and whatnot, and you figure out basically on how to do pitch control on your microphone. Sorry, I'll shut the fuck up.
That first requires me to get a microphone that is better than this eternal stick that has lasted me God knows how many decades at this point. Or years.
Okay, listen here, my 500-pound life. I ain't 500 pounds. Thank God I'm not. Jesus Christ.
You and the others heard what happened when I had a new microphone, quote unquote.
Yeah, I remember when you got your new microphone. I don't know where the fuck what in the Alibaba you got it from, basically, but Jesus Christ.
I think Mom got it off of Amazon.
Okay, Big Rig, we get it.
But that thing sent me into the caves. The echo knob did not work.
Yeah, for some reason it just had constant echo on your microphone.
And then I put out the old reliable, I think it was Best Buy or Dollar Store, adjustable stick. There isn't even like a brand logo or anything on this thing.
Also, you're still sick? This lasts me 6 weeks now. I've just had like chronic like headaches and fevers like since the beginning of like October, middle of October and whatnot.
Allergy?
No, it's not allergies. No, I have the immune system, as like Ace put it, I have the immune system of a Victorian child and whatnot.
Oof.
So just like... I definitely know, like, after, especially like after family gatherings and whatnot, family gatherings basically just fucking kill me, because like for the next few days, I'm just gonna be just bedridden. Which I don't know what to make out of that, basically. But it's just like, I remember when I still used to go to family gathering, it's just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, you're sick. You decided to show up to a family gathering with the flu. Thanks.
You're right.
Just what I wanted for Christmas. Fucking tuberculosis.
You know things are over when you just hear one of your relatives come in and somehow you question whether or not you've randomly become related to Arthur Morgan somehow.
Well, tuberculosis ain't hereditary, but still. I might take a NyQuil and Benadryl. You know what you should do? I've done this before, basically. Take 2 Benadryl and then try chug a can of Red Bull, see which one wins.
Huh. That sounds like a very bad idea.
What? Why?
I was saying I should sleep. Now I should drink a Red Bull and then lie in bed and stare at the ceiling and wait for the sleep paralysis demon with my 1911.
That reminds me of Jesus Christ. That reminds me, I remember the story that Pippa told and whatnot, where she had gotten, she was a lot younger and she got sick and whatnot with like the flu or something, and her dad was just like, here, drink this, and he just hands her an entire bottle of NyQuil and just tells her to drink the entire bottle.
Jesus Christ.
Two Benadryls versus a large C4 can. I've actually never seen C4 energy drinks, but
I don't even know what it is.
I've done that before. Are Rippets still a thing in the military? Are they like those little small, little hand-sized can? Well, every can's hand-sized basically, but they're like the size of a goddamn baseball. Not fun. Ants in my skin, and I try to sleep. Wonderful. No, you don't get those anymore? Damn. I remember those being a big meme in the military like years ago. It's all Zen, cigs, and vapes now.
I'm sorry, but if the quartermaster puts a vape in my fucking kit, They're finding an activated grenade in their barracks.
You think that's how the lieutenant colonel had like $10,000 and whatnot? She was just selling vapes to the kids at basic training. I'm joking, but still.
That if she was getting them, saying she lost it while selling them on the street.
Jesus. Good way to make money. I never understood the whole vape thing and whatnot myself, basically. The only time I ever, like, that's the thing as well, is like, I don't think I've ever actually seen with my own eyes, like, in person, basically, ever seen somebody with a douche flute before. The only time I think I've ever seen them is like, you know, it's like, hey, watch this funny video of some guy's vape exploding in their pants because they decided to fucking, I don't know, put like a fucking D battery in or something. I don't know. I literally know nothing about vapes, but I know is that people go to vape stores to literally get customized vapes and then upgrade them like their cars or something. And then, or like computer parts, and then it just like then they go boom. Because they made like a little lithium bomb in their pants.
Sadly, I've seen my sister smoke them.
Sold them $40 a pop.
Which I look at and just think, get that accursed shit out of this house and at least 5 miles away from me.
Sold singular cig in a field event for like $20. Somebody fucking bought a cigarette, a single cigarette, for $20. What the fuck?
Prison.
I'm not going to fucking send somebody to prison for smoking a cigarette. Come on.
No. I mean, that's where they paid for it. Probably. Cigarettes are worth a lot more in prison than anywhere else.
Yeah, and I'd say being stuck in the military is certainly a prison sentence. Just a voluntary one. But yeah, I know about the whole Zen packets and whatnot. Basically, I do know there was actually a company I was looking at recently because they make like actually like really funny like military memes that end up in my shorts. I think they're like stiff lip or like stiff upper lip. It's basically like it's like one of those like Zen pouches and whatnot, but it's like nicotine free and it has like 300 milligrams of caffeine in them. Dip pouch, there we go. Honestly thinking about buying them and whatnot, basically, literally, but yeah. Dip is bad for your gums. Yeah, that's the kind of like the problem. I'm gonna just like, the memes are funny, and I want to kind of support them because, you know, they make really funny shorts, but at the same time, it's just like, oh, I really want to put this in my mouth. No, I don't think I wanna. Even though it's nicotine free and whatnot and has like 300 milligrams of caffeine. I was kind of like, no. So I guess it was more of like a caffeine pouch that you put in your mouth instead of a dip pouch, but whatever. I'd rather drink my caffeine than, you know, put it on my gums. I still blame F1. and whatnot for giving me a Red Bull addiction. The most I ever smoked was a cigar. I remember smoking a cigar like years ago and whatnot, and those goddamn bastards didn't tell me on how to smoke a cigar properly. So I got fucking sick as hell, and I got nauseous. Nearly fucking puked. As it turns out, you're not actually supposed to goddamn inhale it all the goddamn way. You're just supposed to fucking, you know, just put the smoke in your mouth, blow out the smoke. That's it. You try inhaling it and whatnot, and you're just gonna get sick as shit. Specifically because it was for a cool shot of me pulling out a Zippo to light and smoke it while Bangalore went off in the distance behind me. Are you telling me the military used you as promotional material? And paid you in exposure? Caravan animals wander. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck with those. Incompetent.
Shouldn't we just do it with the excuse again, just for the excuse of being able to blow up another Bangalore?
No, it's just me fucking around. Gotcha. Alright, you know what? Basically, I'm just gonna, yeah. DS can be the permanent cook or the only cook because for some reason everyone else is just getting sick.
My plan is working.
That sounds like somebody needs a beating.
I mean, I think it usually tells you who the incompetent cook is, but it still sounds funny that I give everyone food poisoning just so I'm the only one with a chef job.
Some kitchen nightmare shit right there. So if I remember correctly, in Kitchen Nightmare, like the first season of it, like right at the finale, basically the chef that won the first season actually won because when the cameras weren't looking at him, he actually swapped like the steaks around, or he swapped the plates.
The fuck?
Yeah, just like one of the contestants in the finale of one of the seasons, looks like, hey, I remember it was the first one. I need to, hey, YouTube, this is the part where you start flooding my YouTube recommendeds with Gordon Ramsay again, so I could binge watch it for a month and then forget everything after it. But whatchamacallit, yeah, one of the contestants on Kitchen Nightmare won because he actually swapped the steaks on the plate and whatnot, and basically gave his opponent a bad steak. That was like an uncooked steak that was still raw in the middle, and it's just like,
That is just petty.
there was no, it had to be the first season, because I remember they're like, there's no rules against it, basically, but you're a fucking asshole.
Next season, we now have rules against this motherfucker. We planned ahead.
Yeah. And then I remember afterwards, like, oh god, flesh beast attack. Okay, then hold on that thought. Search available. I really don't care. Oh. Stop running towards them!
But we can shoot them better if we're closer.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Oopsies. I think these are just pit burrows and whatnot. So all I have to do is just fill them in and then don't have to worry about that anymore, but as you can see, a lot of these things are still alive. Actually, that's my cue to start building containment for these little shits.
Or we can turn up the heater.
Or we could turn up the heater.
Burn that which learned to run when it should crawl.
You know, the fact that the base of these flesh beasts just pop out of the ground from burrows and whatnot implies that there are just millions of them underneath the crust of the earth waiting to breach at any given moment.
Just like Bio Titans.
Yeah. Probably gonna need a lot more than just a full. Okay, they are 3x3s. Okay, then so I need to be 5x5 rooms. 5x5, God. Not necessarily the most efficient way, basically, because like I think having like 4 spots in a big room and whatnot, basically, because you could harvest whatever bioferrite from it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, some bioferrite Krieger armor.
Bioferrite is fucking worthless.
Ugh.
They were just like, but you can make the flame weapons from Anomaly with using barrelferrite. Or in fact, you need to use barrelferrite to make like the Hellcat rifle or like the flamethrower. To which I simply say, Molotov cocktail upon ye.
Understandable.
And since our Lasguns seem to be set to stun, we gotta shoot these guys again.
There's a stun setting?
No. I'm making a joke. You know, I said hold on to that thought, but I accidentally forgot that thought. I didn't hold on to it at all. Yeah.
Fuck, neither did I.
Alright, I got this miracle thing called rewind. Oh, right, I was talking about Kitchen Nightmare. It's Testants or whatnot. Right, yeah, that's what I wanted to say, basically. Okay, the later season of Kitchen Nightmare and whatnot, because they started, the punishments for the losing team or whatnot basically started getting worse and worse throughout the entire season. and whatnot, to the part where it's just like, I remember like the losing team on one of them was just like, all right, so we blended up a whole bunch of fish guts into a smoothie. You're going to have to drink it as punishment now. And I'm just like, I'm gonna be real with you. If that was me, I would have just walked. I would have said, nope, I quit. I fucking quit.
Yeah. Some of those were somewhat excessive.
Yeah.
I remember the one thing is that they had to unlock or put the code into the freezer to open it because they lost each time they had to go in.
Yeah, they did, basically.
So, one smart little shit decided he was going to duct tape the door open.
Yeah.
And got caught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the maitre d' basically that Ramsey had basically caught them, and yeah.
If it was Philippe, they would have been nice. If I remember, it was the sous chef Scott.
Yeah, it was him basically. I still remember the one contestant and whatnot that accidentally kept calling Philippe like Philip or something like that. But he kept saying his name wrong. And it was just seeing Philippe just lose his shit, basically. Just like, you call me that one more fucking time.
Yeah, Philippe had to deal with a lot of shit.
I'm pretty sure Philippe actually got into a fist fight with one of the customers basically before, because what ended up happening is that, okay, mind you, they had been waiting there for well over an hour because the team that had their table was just incompetent as all fuck and couldn't get a single dish out that entire night. So they were there for over an hour, basically. But so what ended up happening is these customers decided to order pizza instead, have it delivered, and we're eating the pizza at the restaurant instead. And then like Ramsey was like, get them the fuck out of here. And so Philippe tried to get them out, and he was just like, no, you can't do this, basically. Literally. And whatnot, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. And, you know, as he's getting them up and whatnot, basically one of the guys and whatnot is just like, he's like, fuck you, asshole, and he like pushes Philippe away. And that's just how the fist fight started. I remember that episode, yeah.
Someone learned that the tiny Frenchman knows how to throw a punch. The one I remember most is Philippe every time that one goddamn party planner showed up.
Okay, I don't remember the party planner. Go on.
It was the gay party planner that kept trying to insert themselves into the party and everything else. It's like, you were here to plan it. Do your job and stop bothering the customers.
What the fuck? I don't remember that at all. So this is the second point where, you know, for YouTube to fill my recommendeds with Kitchen Nightmare. And I kept calling it Kitchen Nightmare. Sorry, Hell's Kitchen. Because I remember Gordon Ramsay. I mostly watched for his Kitchen Nightmare episodes and whatnot. Not his Hell's Kitchen ones, but yeah. Honestly, literally, Hell's Kitchen was a kitchen nightmare sometimes. I remember there was this one woman, basically, I don't know what her major malfunction was, basically, but I just remember Gordon Ramsay just looking in the trash can because he's just like, why is this overflowing with spaghetti? And then he opens up the top of it and realizes the entire thing is filled with spaghetti. Like this one chef or cook or whatever you want to call her, basically, just kept making spaghetti, throwing it away, and then making the spaghetti again. Yeah. And how long is it going to take for them to build the concrete walls for this? Excuse me. Right, it also needs to be lit, because if it's not lit, basically literally that increases their chances of breaking out. I know I've probably said this before, probably, capellini, not spaghetti. Oh, okay then. I'm sorry. I look at pasta and I'm just like, spaghetti. Unless it's like flat, then it's, well, obviously fettuccine, but still. What? Why do you just have a riot shield? Why don't you have your gun? Oh shit. Well, I don't have to worry about Raj anymore. She is no longer going to become a thought. Just a memory. Never mind, okay, she's still alive. Right, I need to do a ritual base because it was supposed to be 15th of September and I forgot about that. When it becomes like 6 in the morning, they'll get that started. Yeah. But I definitely know I've said this before, probably also on a Rimworld stream. I think I prefer the British version of Kitchen Nightmare over the American version of it, basically, just for the simple fact of the editing of the British version as opposed to the American version, because the British version, they just let the scene play like you're a fly on the wall, like you're actually in the room. In the American version, I hate on how they keep changing the music like every 5 seconds to where everything is supposed to be somber and sad, and then, you know, then it just like, oh, and like Gordon Ramsay's just like, but I have, you know, it's like, here's the new makeover, it's like happy music, and then I'm just, or just, it's just like, please, just stop with the music. I don't need musical cues to gauge whether or not this is supposed to be a happy moment or a sad moment or like a tense moment, because it's just like, I don't need that, you know, that little like violin screech whenever an argument happens.
Yeah.
I know that's just me complaining about something very, very small and whatnot, but at the same time, I felt like the British episodes and whatnot, basically like the chefs that he tried helping, like the restaurants he tried helping in the British version, I was actually rooting for them. There was only one guy, I think, in the British version of the show where I was just like, you know what? He keeps complaining about having heart attacks. I really hope it happens, because that guy was just a complete asshole. If I remember correctly, it was some guy that was basically like cooking chicken with like orange juice or something.
Ew.
It was really fucking stupid, basically. Everything was like pre-packaged and not refrigerated, so it was like terrible food to begin with. But the reason why I'm like, this guy is an ultimate asshole is because Gordon Ramsay put his daughter in charge of the kitchen as the chef to cook everything, because she actually showed like competence with cooking. And so what the father did is he brought his friends over basically just to bash her cooking, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, like legitimately, what is wrong with you?
I'm gonna go back and watch it and find that episode just so I can hate him more.
But yeah.
Oh right, the party planner was named Francesco.
Alright, the name sounds familiar, but I can't imagine a face to it.
He planned the bar mitzvah, a wedding, and I forget what the third thing was. He also tried to help bring out a giant sheet cake and accidentally tipped the entire thing over.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, oh god.
He was JP's arch nemesis.
There's a Manhunter pack. Oh god, what is it? Oh fuck, that's a Manhunter pack of rhinos.
You ever heard of the book or the show Zoo?
Maybe.
You're living it. Run. That's the one where animals all over the world just instantaneously went, the human race needs to die now.
Yeah.
Due to some weird ass correlation between carbon emissions.
So basically, Planet of the Apes meets Captain America? Question mark.
Oh,
Not Captain America. Who the fuck am I thinking of? God damn it, 90s
Planet?
Thank you. Yes, I'm.
The Werewolves of the Masquerade.
Right. Yeah. God damn it. I'm fucking stupid sometimes. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't do much better at times.
Shit, Biff, run.
Does Biff have the speed to run?
Yeah. No. Okay, he had the speed to run, thankfully. And then the American episodes of Kitchen Nightmare and whatnot, I was just kind of sitting there thinking to myself, why are you so stupid? Why did you ever think you could get into business? And that's mostly because, like, don't get me wrong, there were actually, you know, a good few restaurants and whatnot that actually managed to turn around. Basically, or sadly, the most common case of the American episodes, they did turn around, they did fix everything, but it was too late to save them. And whatnot, but most of the episodes, what I hate about the American episodes, and it has nothing to do with the show itself, but the people that they're helping, because it's just like, they would ask for Gordon Ramsay to help them, and then they just do, they listen to nothing that he says, basically, because the first thing that they argue is, well, I know better than you. And why did you ask that for him to help if you didn't want his advice?
Canadian lobsters are the same as Maine lobsters, same waters, North American water.
Oh god. That was one of the episodes that popped in my head, actually, as well.
Honestly, the first one that popped in my head, and it's an extremely low bar, Katie's Baking Company.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh.
The absolute fucking disaster restaurant.
I don't even, like, that was a fucking front. You cannot, that was a fucking front. That was a drug front. You cannot tell me that was an actual goddamn restaurant. Oh, that fucking bakery, I swear to god, basically.
I was trying to find out, why was the bakery serving, like, actual food, not just bakery?
I guess they were trying to be like, you know, just like a artist, like they're trying to be like a, okay, well, you're a cannibal, but you're beautiful.
Like,
If evil, why hot? Sorry. Sorry, what'd you say?
Are they just want to be some kind of evil Panera bread?
Yeah, I guess so, basically. I should probably bad. Alright, how many people do I got in this colony? I got 23 people. How many beds do I have?
May I interest you in bunk beds?
Yeah!
I think they come in 2, 3, and maybe 4 stack.
let's look at the mission here, basically. Mech cluster of 2 size will deploy nearby. Imperials will not do any work. Basically, 5 mercenary guns will be placed under your control. You'll have to feed, house them. They may die in battle without consequences. Yippee. All this for recon armor and gold.
Oh boy, disposable.
Where the fuck is your weapon?
He left it in his bunk.
Where the fuck is your weapon? Yeah, whatever. Whole bunch of people showed up. They got like 5 bodyguards with them. Only the bodyguards are armed, and I'm just like, if you know that mechanoids are coming after you, wouldn't you at least want a weapon as well?
I remember it didn't say that the royals would not fight.
They won't do anything. Like
Then
any
why would they
work.
need a gun?
Alright, since we got some do anomaly research. Entity containment. Because I need to learn on how to make shackles instead of using rope to tie down, you know, the flesh that hates.
Fair enough.
There we go. Me and my microphone to blow my nose, but then all of a sudden it just went on mute. Sorry, who are the visitors? That's a Terminator. Of what? I don't know what.
Extended warranties on life.
It's just like, for some reason in this playthrough, it's just like, ah yes, the Space Marines. From what chapter? The Unpainted Miniatures chapter.
It might be because the armor is dyeable, so they just have blank white ones.
Maybe, but it used to be dyeable, unless there's a mod I'm missing. There might be a fucking mod I'm missing. I can't remember. But anyway, it was dyeable before, and I remember them having just they would have like random like chapter colors. So I remember basically some of them basically showing up as Ultramarines, some of them showing up as like, you know, the Dark Angels. And then you also have like the Blood Angels, and there's a goddamn lot of angels, and then there's the Blood Ravens, even though they're not really Blood Ravens, they're goddamn magpies, and as it turns out, might actually have lineage to the Thousand Sons.
The closest I can remember to just white Space Marines would be the Astral Knights.
one of the successor chapters.
Yeah. Imperial Fists.
Yeah. They look more silver than white, but yeah, I see what you mean. Still, though, they got a blue trim to them, though, and whatnot. That and the skull and wings on them are still painted gold.
It's not just Grey Knights in disguise waiting for the Terminus Order, is it?
Oh, if that's the case, basically they're going to get the beating of a lifetime.
Back in a few minutes.
Alright. Yeah, I swear to God, the Terminus Order was like the fucking dumbest thing, one of the dumbest things that GW has ever done. There's actually been a lot worse things than the Terminus Order, but I still can't believe they were just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to change the entire lore of the Grey Knights. And we're going to have it that the Inquisition actually made the Grey Knights not to fight demons in the warp, but to kill the Emperor if he ever resurrected. And it's just like, you fucking what, mate? You mean to tell me if the Emperor ever, just all of a sudden basically revived on the Golden Throne, resurrected on the Golden Throne, the Grey Knights were just supposed to storm the palace on Terra and murder the fucking Emperor? And for some reason GW thinks that they could honest to God do it. Hi, Stellark of the Adeptus Astartes has informed us that ancient blah 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 blah. Okay, that's just to jump to maybe an unknown threat. Alright, well, I don't like. I could stay there forever. I'm honest to God with how all the stupid stuff that Games Workshop has done with like 40k and even worse with fantasy and whatnot. This is just like, it's like, how have you not crashed and burned? But at the same time, it's just like, you just have hundreds of thousands of people paying subscriptions to them for that Warhammer Plus and whatnot, and I'm just like, you're literally staying alive off of a Netflix subscription. Healer. Blind Healer is pushing colony. She wants to talk. You can send a colonist. Okay, you know what? Sure. If she can actually heal, maybe we can get Raj to be fixed. Natural healing. Okay, so it's, yeah. May also come with unsuspected side effects, so let's not do that. But it's a free colonist nonetheless. Oh, okay. So I saw my character, I'm like, why aren't you researching? This is already research. I don't know if I should expand the research benches or not. I probably can. I probably get away with just doing this. Make an 11 by 11 room. 11 by 13, actually. Whatever. I'm waiting for those mech clusters to show up, basically, because... How long is this mission gonna be? Shell arrives in 11 days. Okay, they're gonna be here for a while. Oh boy. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be a quick mission thing where it's just like, they show up, you fight the mech clusters, they leave. No, they're gonna be here for about 2 weeks. Yippee. There. Power that. I'm back. Welcome back.
There are times I wonder if GW just does everything they can to make sure no time or anything progresses in Warhammer.
I'm still mad off basically. It's like, hey, you know those characters that you like from Space Marine 2? Well, fuck you. They died off screen.
And a broom closet filled with gene stealers.
Mm-hmm. You're just like, you bastards. You goddamn bastards.
You know, I remember watching your stream and stuff and him popping up. I was like, oh shit, there's Scottish Space Marines?
Yeah, no, the captain of the second chapter, not second chapter, second company and whatnot that was, you know, in Space Marine 2, he was a Scottish.
I was like, we just need an entire chapter of Scottish Space Marines. We'll make it through the Eye of Terror in 5 weeks. Just nothing but power armor, chain axes, kilts, and unfiltered rage.
What's the Scottish regiment? The Black Watch? Is that what they're called? I need to look that up. Don't forget the blowpipes, yes. But yeah, Black Watch and whatnot is like the Scottish regiments and whatnot.
Royal Scots Dragoon Guards. What is the Black Watch now?
Well, we got the Death Watch in Warhammer 40k, but that's something completely different.
Oh. Black Watch is an infantry battalion of the Royal Regiment of Scotland.
Hmm. Gotcha. But anyway, it was just like, oh, we got Black Watch in real life and whatnot, so just like... Can you imagine just all the Black Templars being Scottish now? No?
I wouldn't put it's just a squad. Or what? I know the chapter is the entire thing. What does the chapter divide into?
Companies.
Platoon? There's just a company out there that is just nothing but Scottish Black Templars. They're the ones you never find, never hear or see, and you rarely find the aftermath because they just take it all with them and send a message.
Oh, that might be. Oh god, what was the? There is a chapter. There's a Space Marine chapter that's entirely stealth, and I want to say there's something like. Raven Guard, that's what they're called. And whatnot. Those are the guys, despite the fact that they're wearing, like, you know, a 1-ton, you know, piece of armor and whatnot, basically, they are masters of stealth. You never hear them. You never see them.
Apparently, because I've never fucking even heard of them or their product. It's like, okay, this has to have something to do with that one guy that has everything named after goddamn birds for some. Wait, what do you mean they're separate on their own, but bird themed anyway?
Yeah. Okay. There is one Imperial Guard regiment that nobody knows about. They are very, very rare. And they, there we go. The Macabian Janissaries. They're probably one of the most unique Imperial Guard regiments out there and whatnot, because their whole shtick is that their planet was saved by Space Marines. So all their armor and weapons are meant to look like Space Marine armor and weapons. I was expecting a little bit more reaction than that.
I'm trying to find.
Here, hold on. Do you need help?
I think I found it.
Maccabian. But pretty much their shoulder pauldrons and their flak armor are meant to represent closer to Space Marine armor, as well as their Lasguns basically are meant to look like bolters, even though they're still just Lasguns and whatnot. They're in the shape of a bolter.
You know what? Fuck it, sign me up. I want to see how often the enemy does double takes.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, we're gonna be facing Imperial. Why does that look like Space Marines?
Aren't you a little bit short to be to be a Space Marine? Yeah. Everybody knows the Imperial Guard. Most people know about the catechins. No, I will not call them catechins. And whatnot. Very, you know, some know about the Death Korps of Krieg, and then very little know about, you know, like the Talaran Desert Raiders or the more the Meridian Iron Guard. Even fewer about the ones that only get mentioned in passing and whatnot, like the Praetorians or the Vestorian Firstborn, or the Valhounds are a little bit known.
Isn't there one that kind of looks like it's Christmas themed? Russians.
I'm probably going to say a Vestorian Firstborn and whatnot. However, I would not think of them as Christmas themed ever.
Like one of their leaders just looked like fucking Santa Claus.
Sure. Oh, and the Armageddon Steel Legion, I can't forget them. Armageddon Steel Legion fans have gotten a little bit... Well, I can't blame them and whatnot. I'm pissed off as well, basically, but it's just like after Commissar... Like, they killed Commissar Yarrick off and whatnot. They didn't even explain how he died. In the actual, in his actual death report and whatnot, though, a lot of people brought up like Angron and whatnot, because like that was like the last mention of him.
I'm probably not going to list off his death thing in case the orc sees it and decides to point in the direction. It's like that orc is going to start rubbing all 4 collective brain cells together to figure out which direction he has to point the wog in to find that motherfucker. And just say, sick him.
Mahoney did it. Back to speed 3, sorry. Transport. Yes. Okay, done. And out of nowhere, a random ass cow named Maraschino landed in my colony.
Hooray, cheese.
I will become the Death Korps of Cheese. Or the Death Cheese of Krieg. There we go.
Alright, is it bad that my first thoughts was, Deathwind Lobadiers with guns?
Maybe. Just maybe.
Skaven, cheese.
Yeah. Oh, in all honesty, though, basically, I've seen like a lack of like rat jokes about Skaven, like, you know, about cheese or whatnot. Mostly when it comes to just Skaven, it's just they are batshit insane, or there's nothing funny about them. There is nothing to laugh about. They are just fucking insane.
It's like the Skaven have two ends of a spectrum, and there's no in between. Batshit and gremlins.
Yeah.
Like the movie Gremlins, those guys.
Yeah. Or maybe I just really hate Skaven that much, basically, or I just hate rats in general. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of rats.
Understandable. You've been fighting the Vermintide longer than any of us.
Yeah, it's kind of like I've had to deal with rats before. Decide to basically show up in my house without paying fucking rent. I freaking completely forgot I turned that mod back on.
What?
There is a goose. There are geeses. Goosin. They need to get obliterated. Oh god, they fucking fly now!
Damn,
What?
I was just gone.
It was. I saw the gooses go into my, like, literally open the door, go into my storage room, and then like pull out, you know, like berries, and I'm like, all right. Regular breeding program has taken off since I was here. We got temporary residents, basically, because there's a whole bunch of people that are just like, mechanoids are hunting us, and, you know, please save us. And I'm like, all right, fine. Actually, I should get, like, cloning vats, or, like, the growth vats, and whatnot.
Not end well.
Huh?
Those go wonky last time.
Imprison them all. They're part of the Imperial Guard faction. They're with the Astra Militarum. I kind of don't want to piss them off. They're our only friends in this fucked up world.
Just send them a letter that they were suspected of heresy and silent Leandros. Worst case scenario, all complaints get forwarded to Titus.
Maybe the true friends were the prisoners we made along the way.
Honestly, Rimworld not wrong.
Yeah, no, in all honesty, Billy. Food binge postal. Why? Why are you like this, you stupid child?
He's a child. You expect brain cells?
Maybe. Just maybe.
Isn't there an, like, Ottoman-themed Imperial Guard regiment? Can't remember if that's the Desert Raiders or not.
I wouldn't say that, no, the Talaran Desert Raiders are not Ottoman-themed. They're more like, basically, what am I trying to think of here?
I know there's one out there where there is at least a 10% chance that instead of a bayonet, they're just going to pull out a scimitar.
Yeah, Ottoman-themed faction? Maybe. Maybe you're thinking Talaran. Talaran. Hold on 1 second, dealing with a mech raid.
Yeah, I think it's the Talarans because I think this is the exact image I was thinking of just the Imperial Guardsman with the fucking scimitar is just going to end you instead of the bayonet.
Lawrence of Arabia, there we go. Yes, thank you. I was thinking like something of Arabia, but I just couldn't fucking figure it out. Get hit by charge lines. Shit. Alright, hold on. I got Biff to rescue you. I might just have Holloway do like the unnatural healing on Raj bangs, but I swear to God, if Raj just starts like sprouts a tentacle arm, I'm gonna kerblam them both. Oh no, he's perfectly fine. They managed to cure Raj of his, whatchamacallit, brain injury, brain damage. Been like work camps that popped up nearby. Yes, there have been. Okay then. On how Titus has, become the captain of Second Company and whatnot. It's completely reformed after the second game, and it's just like the man has served the Imperium faithfully for 400 years. Both as, basically in the Ultramarines and then also in Death Watch, and it's just like saved the galaxy twice over. It's like, and you just got Leandros just sitting there in the goddamn corner, sitting there in the chair, just fucking staring, just seething, foaming at the mouth every time he sees Titus.
Leandros just thinks he's the Warhammer Dokes.
I know Titus.
I know what kind of Marine you are.
Titus brings the Emperor back from the dead.
Next thing you know, Leandros is over there in the fucking foyer of the Grey Knights' biggest monastery fort, screaming at the top of his lungs. Titus is the Antichrist. He's getting the Emperor off his throne. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Hold on, there's a meme. Hold on, let me just get this image. Okay, so let me slap this right here. Because it's like, Titus, you may have personally beaten every surging tide of the demons back into the warp, healed the Emperor back to 100%, shut the Eye of Terror, revived Sanguinius, and recovered a millennia's worth of Golden Age technology. But the stain!
You just tell Leandros the answer is simple. Get a better fucking washing machine. The stain will come right out.
It's like, I know Titus is marked by chaos, but I just can't prove it. Hold on, why is the game screaming at me? Oh, because the door's open. Close the door! It was probably a bad room setup. Anyway, but it was just like, oh right, when the door's open, it's gonna be like... Leandros will be the villain of the third game.
Please.
Calling it now. Oh no, okay, but the problem with that is, like, we've literally done the whole plot twist of, like, the librarian was the evil villain all along, like, twice now, like Dawn of War 1 and then Dawn of War 2. Technically Retribution, but yeah. Now, you know what? Third time's the charm. Let's fucking do it a third time. And it just, I was really disappointed at the end of Space Marine 2 when Leandros, like, took off his helmet and we found out he was the librarian all the time and whatnot. And it just, like, whoever did the ending where they edited it, where it was just like, once they all get on the shuttle and it closes, you just hear Titus beating the shit out of them and whatnot. It's just like, they should have just let us do it. Leandros joins the Tau? God, please, no. I would not wish that upon my worst enemies.
Hold him still, chapter master. Muffled power fist noises. You just have Leandro screaming, chapter master, please help me. Doesn't he say something about you getting what you deserve, Leandros? Now shut up.
Yeah, no, in all honesty. In all honesty, he should have, basically. Because, like, the ending of the first game should never have happened, basically. Because, like, Leandros talks about protocol and following, you know, the Codex Astartes and whatnot. But the first thing he does is basically break the Codex Astartes. Or not the first thing, but he breaks the Codex Astartes by essentially calling the Inquisition instead of going to his chapter librarian. And whatnot. Instead of going to his supervisor and saying, hey, I think basically this guy might be corrupted to chaos and whatnot, he goes straight immediately to HR. Which makes me really question, is just like, how the hell did Leandros even become librarian of the Ultramarines? Actually, you know what? I don't even really want to know.
Inquisition hushed everything.
He didn't go to HR, he went to the CIA. You know, that is true. Yeah, he did go straight to the CIA.
Doesn't Calvaro just go, holy fuck, you're back?
Pretty much, yeah.
We missed you, where have you been?
He's just like, he literally, Calvaro is just like, I tried fighting you, basically, but it's just like, they just hid you from us for like 200 years.
Just something tells me that no one exactly told them what happened until later.
Yeah, no, it was just like, it probably after they got back to the ship. And what, like, after everything was said and done the first game, they're just like, yo, where's Titus and whatnot, and the other two are just like, Leandros gave him, threw him at the CIA. The CIA abducted him. Not been a year, Rural Ventress Mall was already put out in production. We have yet another captain with a cape. Titus already got a mall in Akron, and Chardon died Gene Seer cultist. Yeah. I was pissed off to hear about Akron and Charion. I'm Charion. I could speak, I swear. Basically, Lee died to Gene Stealer cultists. Don't get me wrong, it was a noble sacrifice because they literally locked down an entire like hive city to trap the Gene Stealer cult in there and whatnot. Basically, but it was just like, what the? Why did they have to die off screen? It's just like Space Marine 3. Space Marine 3.
That could be the prologue. Prologue, you just play as Akron and Charon. Have your last stand, come in with Titus, and just start fucking bashing heads at Vengeance.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought of another funny.
Oh, what is it?
Start the game with a traitor librarian already being the enemy, and the first thing they do is kill Leandros. Technically, we got the plot twist. We also got Leandros to die.
If I remember correctly, there's only one librarian. Is there only one librarian to Space Marine? For like a Space Marine chapter? Or does every company get a librarian? I actually have to look that up, basically. Sorry, I'm an Imperial Guard player. No, okay, why the hell did Warhammer Tactics? I don't want a mobile game ad, what the fuck?
Too bad. Game upon me.
Okay, yeah, so it's per chapter, basically.
Do the Traitor Legions have librarians, or is that just the Chaos Sorcerers?
That's pretty much kind of like the Chaos Sorcerers.
Okay, yeah, just the Chaos Sorcerer shows up. Fucking pummels Leandros into
Again.
the earth.
Because we got one in Space Marine 2, got Space in 1 and 2. But, go on, yeah.
Alright, let's just drop a Bloodthirster on him. Just put him like a damn Furby.
What? Out of all the things to say, why in the name of God of Furby? Akron survived infiltrating a dark Mechanicus Forge world where he was the sole survivor, fought the Death Guard, and lived long enough to be captain. The idea they'd get in such situation is dumb.
Because comparing him to a Calibri would be insulting to the Calibris.
Fair enough. And whatnot, but it's just like, alright, yeah. Like, I really understand that they tried to play it off as this huge heroic sacrifice. But at the same time, it's just like, stop killing characters off screen. I don't care if they gave like, oh, here's like the after action report of what happened. I just stop killing them off screen.
It's like Arrowhead, except they're afraid to kill people on screen.
And there's also been Imperial Guard heroes that have just disappeared completely. And whatnot, because I need to... look up this guy's name. There was, and mind you, he wasn't even really a very good hero to have and whatnot, but like in the 5th edition codex for the Imperial Guard and whatnot, there's a sergeant. 5th edition, hold on, if I type in 5th edition heroes, don't make me go actually dig through my code book. Okay, basically, yeah, Sergeant Lucas Bastone and whatnot, he was in the 5th edition Imperial Guard rulebook and whatnot, but then on the 6th edition, completely removed from the rulebook without any mention or word.
Oh.
He was basically, he was just an upgraded sergeant and whatnot, so he didn't do anything fantastic. He wasn't like a game changer hero, but it was just like one of those things that basically, it's just like, oh yeah, you could have like this sergeant as a hero unit. Let's send our command squad to do the most risky part of the operation instead of the rank and file, because we can only spare 3 men. They can only spare 2 that time, but not everything needs to be chaos. The Castigator Titan was cool and scary without it. Being possessed by demons, let things be scary on their own. Emperor, damn it. Yeah. I was saying, like, actually, I think I know a game we could do basically that probably wouldn't have like a chaos twist to it, but it would still probably have chaos. It was just like, hey, in the 3rd game, can we fight Tau as a treat? They can't be corrupted by chaos, but then again, neither can the orcs or Tyranids, but you know.
Drukhari.
You want to fight the Dark Elves?
Sure.
You are a very brave person. I'm surprised people even still remember that there are even Dark Eldar in the game. Because, actually, out of all the factions, because I used to go to Games Workshop, I don't think I ever saw a single Dark Eldar player. And whatnot. And mind you, I saw I remember seeing like a Slanesh Chaos player and whatnot. He had Sound Marines and everything. Games Workshop sure doesn't remember. Oh, I feel bad for the Eldar players because they don't get that. Like, I don't think they have gotten an update in decades. And they wish you didn't either. Yeah. Oh shit.
What are the high elves called in 40k?
We don't really have high elves. Basically, we just have Eldar and Dark Eldar. Last I remember. So we'll just say Eldar. Why?
Just have Titus and the gang show up to help the Eldar.
Okay, for what particular reason we're helping the Eldar?
Fuck if I know.
Gotcha. Usually one doesn't willingly help the Eldar. The Eldar just show up out of nowhere, be vague as fuck, and then get angry when you didn't help them.
Fair enough.
Gulliman's girlfriend asked nice, please don't fucking even remind me about that. Holy shit. I completely forgot. I forgot Gulliman had an Eldar GF.
I was like, I could remember something vague. It's like, okay, the Ultramarines had something to do with the elves. What was it? Oh.
Well, I mean, it's and like one of the original codex, like Space Marine Codex, I think as well, basically was mentioned that the Ultramarines like had some sort of like half human, half elf fucking hybrid back when they were still called Space Elves instead of Eldar. But that got thrown quickly out the fucking window, and they got rebranded to Eldar because Elves was not a copyrightable name. What did the Ultramarines have to do with the Eldar? Their stepmom? Please no, no, no. Also, Normie's flanderizing thing. She revived him and then immediately left. Right, yeah. That was kind of like the weird thing as well, basically, because I remember when they announced that Gulliman was coming back, and the tech mech guy, the Mechanicus guy, was just like, ah, yes, you know, I had orders from, you know, to revive him like 10,000 years ago, and I'm just like, and you waited until now? What?
He got stuck with the backlog of toasters. He had the maintenance.
He had some toasters to calibrate.
And no instruction manuals.
Everything is canon. Oh god, please, no. When Games Workshop said everything was canon, basically, the response that should have been given is, given the Rule 34? I would have shut them up real fucking quick. Sorry.
I swear to God, the Wood Elves are also around somewhere.
Okay, I remember, like, I've been out of the loop of Warhammer 40k, the tabletop-wise anyway and whatnot, I remember them making, like, a third army, or, like, a third elf army that wasn't Eldar or Dark Elves, but I can't remember if it had to do with, like, the Harlequins or something like that. I remember something, they created an Eldar god, and I'm like, wait, what? But you're thinking of fantasy? Yeah. Warhammer 40k, Eldar armies.
They're pirates.
What do you mean they're pirates?
They're I swear to God, they're in there. They're nomadic pirates. I want to say it's Eldari.
I don't know, one of the prisoners is going to... Yes, except Cookie. These just look like regular Eldar. Okay, that one's on fire, but he's Eldar, so he deserves to be on fire. Oh, is Yivrin? Oh, is this basically just they made a faction for Yivrin or whatnot, basically, because I see that in the you know, add to cart list or whatnot. Aeldari. Gotcha. Or is just Yivrin a hero unit, basically, for this faction? On Warhammer 40k. Xenos armies. Eldari, Druka. I think the Eldari or Aeldari is just what they call the Eldars now. Was Eldar not good enough for them? Because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, yeah, no, that's the same Eldar that I've known that haven't been updated in God knows how many fucking years. Why are those painted as Ultramarines? Yeah, never mind, I don't even want to know. I was making a pirate pun because drunk space elf pirates sound fun. Oh, that's right, they added dwarves back in Warhammer 40k.
The Voltan.
Yeah, I looked at them and I'm just like, oh, hey, welcome back, Lego Rock Raider.
Prepare to get beat with a stick.
Yeah, okay, I deserve to get beaten by a stick. I'm not going to change my answer, though.
The Voltan, welcome back. Prepare to get beaten with a stick.
Okay, then.
That kind of, yeah.
Rock and stone.
I was right. There are 40k elves that just have fucking dinosaurs.
But don't tell me the Dark Eldar have dinosaurs.
Exodites.
Huh? Every faction needs dinosaurs. I would tell you something basically, playing, you know, the Dawn of War series and seeing, you know, the the giant unit for the Tau and whatnot is just a goddamn, like, Kroot T-Rex or whatnot, basically. That was a Jesus Christ moment right there. Let me tell you what.
Apparently they saw the Eldar falling apart and went, fuck it, we're gonna go live in the colonies, and ended up making their own Dinotopia.
Weird as all hell. But alright. The Exodites use Stegosaurus mounts for transports and Diploduct.
Sauropod. We'll just say sauropods. Long necks.
Yeah.
Little foot.
Star cannons on them. That's hard. Warhammer's goofy as hell and I wholeheartedly embrace it. Yeah. You sleep, get the fuck up. Yes. Another Space Marine from the Unpainted chapter. So we're gonna call them now. These Space Marines, they are the Unpainted chapter.
My unpainted minis, when I buy more unpainted minis, insert the portals.
He is a Primaris Marine, not because he's actually a Primaris, but only because he's been primed. He's only painted in white primer. Orcs exist. I will not take your world building seriously, but I will enjoy it. I love on how the orcs just have the ability to just say, fuck it, it works. Just because simply they believe in it.
I found the image I was finally thinking of, elves with a T-Rex. Turn the Chaos Sorcerer into a chew toy for Fluffy.
I love how that's pretty much most of the Xenos factions, though, because from the outside perspective and whatnot, it's just like, you know, the Xenos are evil and disgusting and all that other shit, and then you look up in their actual lore, and it's just like, these are the goofiest motherfuckers on the planet. Especially the orcs and whatnot, basically. Because it's just like, orcs are evil, they just go on wars and destroy everything and whatnot, and then you look inside, and it's just like, they just want to have fun.
They want to have fun and less brain cells than an orange cat.
This implies orange cats have brain cells to begin with.
They might not, but they're definitely doing better than the orcs.
The Grots just want to have fun. I don't know, basically. Can an orange cat build me a goddamn DACA jet?
If it knew what that was, maybe.
Can an orange cat build me a killer Khan?
I thought they were killing cans.
Sorry, I just... whatever, they're cons now.
Yes. The Killer Khan. That's what you get when the, oh god, what were they called? It's not the Space Wolves. Or is it the Space Wolves?
Space Wolves are Space Vikings.
What is Yagatis? Yaga. The Khan Primarch that got lost in the webway.
White Scars?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Them.
Mm-hmm.
Killer Khan is just what happens when the White Scars get a hold of a killer can and decide to upgrade it. Complete with speakers that just play Mongolian throat singing the entire time.
Daggertai, yeah. Lupus. It's never Lupus. White Scar's best legion will die on this hill. I think the Salamander fans will fight you for that one.
I won't fight people though.
Alright, what's the chapter master? Yeah, actually, you know what is the chapter master? Never mind the Primarch, who's your chapter master?
No idea. All I know is blacksmithing and Vulcan.
I remember there was a funny short with Space Marines 2 came out and whatnot, basically, and these two guys walked up to a Space Marine calling for a revive, and they're just like, wait, who's your Primarch? Just to make sure he wasn't, like, whatchamacallit, an Alfarius spy? Alpha Legion spy? And whatnot, and I'm just like, there I am, rocking, like, the Chikaradon. I'm mispronouncing that name, basically, but, armor, the Shark Boy. The Shark Space Marine armor and whatnot, and I'm just like sitting there, I'm just like, thank God that never happened to me, because it's just like, we don't know who our Primarch is.
He just answered Gargura.
I'm pretty sure that would have gotten me executed on the spot.
Is Gura just the adopted mascot?
Pretty much, basically, like going off that one artist. Conrad Kurz, and then you walk away. Ask the Chikara Dons, the Shark Boys, who their Primarch is, and they just start crying. Oh, God. Hold on, okay, Karkuradon. Is that how you actually pronounce it? Karkuradon. Yeah, it's Greek. Ah, great, wonderful.
Why is there just a successor to the Mongolians that are just called the Mantis Warriors? As I looked up the Shark guys, and apparently they recently got granted the Mantis Warriors' former homeworld.
But I mean, we've been living on a bow barge for God knows how long, but yeah. James Workshop is not really creative with names. I'm not complaining about the name, but it was just, I'll be honest, out of all the languages, I don't think I've ever heard Greek at all. Like, I know what German sounds like, I know what French sounds like, what Russian sounds like, basically, and I'm just like, I don't think I've ever heard Greek in my entire life. But that's a little bit ironic.
Actually, I think it's Latin. Carcharodon is a genus of sharks that include the great white.
Meanwhile, Blood Ravens are still duking it out. The subsector Aurelia, the whole company wasn't sent toward the Great Rift and disappeared, and the Custodians dropped off the new Primaris guys and left. Did we really come out all this way, basically, just to help a vampire? What the hell should I even do with this vampire? Yeah, besides the obvious.
Pray to God you're not the security guard that gets introduced to the right bumper light attack. The poor bastard you put across the room in Bloodline.
Yeah.
I laughed a bit too hard at that clip. But press bumper to perform light attack. Bangs the man into the door so hard he leaves an entire blood stain behind him before leaving.
Yeah.
All of his bones were turned to powder in that one hit.
Better have been. Like I said before in Bloodlines 2, we're a 400-year-old vampire, basically. Man's lucky we didn't turn him to a Capri Sun. Oh, don't even get me started on Bloodlines 2, please. Not again. I don't want to sit there and rant for 4 hours about Bloodlines 2 again.
Yeah, I still think we need just an Ottoman Imperial Guard. All you hear is trumpets, a drum, and then a bunch of guys in bright green and orange uniforms under their flat vests with golden embroidery just fucking charge you. With bundles of crack grenades.
You got yourself started on that one there, boss. Okay, you know what? I'm partially to blame for that one because I literally started the conversation with go on. And I really want to rant about something, but I don't know if I should. And then everybody just said, do it. But since I've already ranted about that for 4 hours, you people could watch the last Death Korps of Krieg Rimworld stream. Yes, I know we ran out of food in our caravan. We didn't pack enough fucking food. Alright, so... I know your favorite salamanders. I know Gorilla's favorite is White Scars. Who's your... Which chapter do you hate the most?
Does it matter if it's loyalist or traitor?
I mean, if you really can't pick a loyalist one to hate, then sure, by all means.
Don't really know that many loyalist ones aside from the mainstream ones.
Alright, the original founders, gotcha. I mean, fair enough. Warhammer 40k lore used to honestly got pushed, basically, since there were so many, like, like, one of the things about, like, you know, chapters of chapters and all that is basically go make your own Space Marine chapter. Be happy. Paint them however you want. And then the paint Nazis showed up. Alright, what's your most hated, like, you know, Traitor Legion or, you know, Loyalist, basically? What's your most hated chapter?
Hi, between the Dark Lords and the Night Lords and, oh, what are they called now? I'm gonna have to actually just fucking look up what they're called.
Sure, Imperial Fist for being the most boring, yet being #2 poster boys.
I will help Rogan Dorn build the fortified treehouse.
Alright. I just want to ask, I'm just asking questions. Basically, why do you think, I've never heard somebody ever say that the Imperial Fists were boring, so I'm just actually kind of confused, basically.
Emperor's Children.
There's the Slanesh Legion.
Yes.
And whatnot, basically. Yeah, okay, that's setting the bar real low there, mate.
Meanwhile, the Night Lords flaying everyone just like they were before. Yeah, no, that would be the one I don't like of the Loyalist factions because nothing's changed. They're just doing it for evil now.
I still remember that one story of the Salamander Marine basically coming across an Eldar child, and he's just like, I can't shoot a child. So he tosses a knife to the Eldar child, and the Eldar child, not knowing any better, picks it up and goes, and the Salamander goes, now I can shoot you! Blam! Emperor's Children just for having Fabius bile because he's annoying. Fair enough, yeah. They have no real personality other than being sir, yes sir, grumpy, barely a step up in character to the Iron Hands. Huh.
I'm pretty sure I went on just a random dive through God knows how many Marine chapters years ago, but I don't remember any of it.
Hmm.
I got bored one day.
But yeah, I think the Night Lords basically in their primary there was a discussion. He was talking about the other traitor legions and whatnot, and about, you know, the whole drop site massacre and basically purging their legions of the loyalist, you know, Marines. What the fuck happened to you? Why did you have a catatonic breakdown? Alright, child is having temper tantrum. This is the first run I've seen in a while where you don't try to recruit a fox girl. Maybe Sly learned? No, I have never learned. I won't even know where to start with mine. Yes, there we go. That's the quote I was going to reference, basically. He's just like, I know where to end with all the other legions, but, you know, with mine, I wouldn't even know where to start with mine. Yeah, there we go. The fuck?
So what made the child go into the catatonic break this time?
I don't know. I don't care. Why is there just so many packages of concrete here? What the f... Real Ruin's having a giggle, sorry. Anyway, showing up to a distress call where a whole bunch of flesh beasts basically attack the Death Korps of Krieg. Rush. Get rid of the lasso. Rules with this. Check the guns. This is all tainted, isn't it? Yeah, it is tainted. Yeah. Whatever. Oh yeah, it's just 5,000 kilograms of concrete. Caravan back home.
Could have been 5,000 kilograms of yayo.
Yeah, that definitely would have been something.
Did my eyes deceive me, or did Biff just load up Ground Branch?
I need to double check that. Hold on. In fact, he did. The Ground Branch getting updated. It finally has body armor in the game.
Nothing I can say. He's playing it with cool kid.
Mm. Oh, Jesus Christ. Remembering the Istvan 3 drop site massacre and whatnot, basically. I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people are gonna look down on me for this one. It's just like that whole thing, just the ending, basically, with the whole Coral City and whatnot, and Tarvitz. At the end there, it was just like, god damn. I fucking cried.
So yeah, I don't know anything about it.
The whole drop site massacre at Istvan 3 is a whole tear-jerker moment and whatnot, because it's essentially the Traitor Legion's laying a trap down to just literally purge off all the loyalists still amongst their ranks before the Horus Heresy. Oh, god damn it. Alright, Shamblers are approaching. It's just a few Shamblers. Very heavy sleeper, hold on. Not attack action out. Just. Okay. It's just Chambers approaching. Yep. They're not attacking, so it's perfectly fine. Just leave it be. I don't know what to, you know, I'll keep the erosion shells. So that, give me more ceramite, please. That's bio-coded. I never understood why is it with the Grim 40k mod, the Rimworld 40k. It's just like, why is ceramite and just all this so expensive? I need ceramite to be able to make almost like 99% of the stuff in the mod, but it's just like, good luck finding it. Gonna have to buy it. Guess what? It's expensive as shit. That's a whole bunch of adamantium ore, but thank God for quarries is all I'm gonna say. Because I think when I was doing the Blood Pact playthrough as well, basically, that's what mostly just saved me, was just quarry. Hell, I remember that. Hold on, I need to double check the quarry mod to make sure I even have it as a mineable resource. Oh god. That's ceramite. Just bump that up to be as common as steel. Yell at me if you wish.
Yeah.
Put it up to 100. Fuck it. Oh no, visitors were awfully disappointed with their stay. Actually, I still can't get over that about my Blood Pact playthrough and whatnot with the Sabbat's Blight mod. This is like somehow I was running a bed and breakfast. We had a soup kitchen, a restaurant, basically, a bed and breakfast. We even had a casino. We built a spa as Blood Pact. And next thing you know, I was building apartments for tenants, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be Blood Pact, and yet somehow I just gentrified Warhammer 40k. What the fuck?
Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows, nothing of all those kitchen and household accidents.
How hard would it be for NATO to have a Russian pilot defect with a MiG-31 with a hypersonic cruise missile like the MiG-25 defection 70s? Honest to God, not hard. I don't think it would be very hard. For the simple fact of, I remember seeing a video of the Russian-Ukrainian war just recently and whatnot, basically, and it was a big lesson of why OPSEC is important. but there was a Russian that basically recorded a video of a huge troop movement or whatnot, basically, to some town I can't even pronounce the name of and whatnot, basically, but it was some Mad Max shit and whatnot. Like, the Russian soldiers were moving in basically just like scrap vehicles and whatnot. Hold on, I probably actually, let me go find that video. Did I post it here? Oh, that was the... Hey, hold on. I'd find it on YouTube somewhere. Is the caravan getting back? Oh, it's going to be less than an hour. Okay, good. Here, since I don't want to get copyright struck for the video, because sometimes when people upload these videos, or like when news channels can use the video that somebody uploaded it and then copyright strike you, even though they're not the copyright owners and whatnot. So I'll just paste a short of it right there. That is the first short that popped up of it, and you can see it basically literally just them just Mad Maxing it. But the problem is this Russian soldier just uploaded of them just using a whole bunch of, like, you know, wrecked cars and motorcycles, and they uploaded it to Telegram, which then got uploaded to the rest of the internet, and then Ukraine literally sent drones to just literally ambush this whole convoy. It was basically Highway of Death, but with Ukrainian drones instead of American A-10s.
I just remember something about a T-80 or something going along a railroad track that looked like it had God's entire scrapyard piled on it. But I can't remember where I saw the image.
Yeah, and it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like, Russia, are you okay?
No,
you want to
no.
talk about it?
I don't think anybody's okay. That whole fucking war needed to be over like 2 fucking years ago. Oh great, I was talking about current events and technically, you know, the war that was going on. I really hope fucking YouTube doesn't restrict this video now. Because YouTube loves, just like started doing this thing like months ago where it's just like shadow restricting things. Because now they won't even tell if videos are age restricted, they'll just simply disappear for people because they did like this huge update. Don't worry about it, Army Boy, it was my fault. And whatnot, basically, lately. And in all honesty, I don't really give 2 fucks about it. I was just thinking to myself, it's just like, alright. Fucking YouTube and its bullshit. Basically. But then again, you could just... Well, I have restricted mode off and whatnot. I just remembered basically, literally, YouTube a while back turned restricted mode on everybody, basically, and people had to go manually turn it off. Because all of a sudden, basically, they couldn't fucking find videos anymore.
That ain't good.
Yeah, no, YouTube is...
We need to become family friendly.
Well, you have YouTube Kids. Why don't you just, you know, force people over to go to YouTube Kids? That's the child-friendly platform, and, you know, YouTube is still YouTube. No, apparently YouTube Kids is where you want to go, basically, if you want to see all the AI advertisements for gambling and shit.
What?
For some reason, couldn't find the setting to turn it off, assumed it's been off. Just, YouTube Kids apparently just has a huge problem with basically, like, fucking AI advertisements and what everybody, I mean, YouTube itself has problems with AI advertisements, but just, like... Wait. Can we stop the prisoner? Thank you. YouTube kids, you can't comment on edit. That's the weird thing, is like when something gets, I think when something gets flagged for YouTube kids, you can't comment at all, no matter what.
Wonderful.
That was to protect the children and whatnot, because you remember on how years ago we had like the sex bot epidemic and whatnot, where a whole bunch of bots just kept spamming like links to like porn websites or shit like that? Or they would just say random letters and have the porn website in their name or something like that.
Extremely vaguely. I remember Cool Kid mentioning they all just appeared.
Yeah, they all just did appear and whatnot, basically. Like, years ago, basically, people were having huge trouble because all of a sudden they would just get flooded with, like, subscribers on videos or whatnot, basically, and it was all just, like, sex bots and whatnot, basically, lately. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's the mechanoid cluster. Second one, anyway.
They finally come after the royal that's been hiding out in your house, mooching the pantry.
Yeah!
Kill them.
Where the hell's your Lasgun? Oh, you're a heavy sleeper, right? Go fuck yourself then. But yeah, no, just YouTube. How many pawns can you have before it gets too laggy? I'm gonna say probably maybe like 20, and that's like hard limit, probably. Got 23 right now, and I think it's running smoothly. I don't know. Rimworld and, you know, laggy are just synonyms, to be honest.
Also depends on if you try and hit the speed 3 button.
Yeah. Fire. Oh, great. Yeah, that was a low shield right there. Fuck, okay. Okay, none of them have been alerted. None of them woke up. Okay, good. Let's go over here. Steel veterans or polar patriots looking at sidearms. Okay, then steel veterans, that's the one with the revolver. Polar patriots has the verdict. I'm partial to the revolver myself, so, you know, you could definitely go with that.
Polar Patriots is the, wow, I love my self-blinding pistol. I really want to like the verdict, but holy fuck, stop polishing it. So the gun itself, perfectly fine. It's just too shiny.
One has a log. Yes, I changed that. They just, for some reason, they choose to pick up the log instead of their actual weapon.
Yeah. It's something they'll defend themselves with, so they identify it as a weapon. Even if you tell them it's not something they should really be using.
Yeah.
Same thing with vodka bottles or beer.
You made a custom xenotype a while back. I did, and then it was just like I didn't really like it. I was just like, you know what? I really prefer just baseliner humans, for the simple fact of they don't need like, they don't eat like, you know, 500. They don't need like 500 potatoes in a single day.
What in the world needed 500 potatoes in a day?
So when you go over to the xenotypes and you view genes and whatnot, basically, why do I have crimson red eyes? Whatever. Anyway, there's something called metabolic efficiency and whatnot, and the more genes that you pop up here, basically, like, let's go aptitudes or whatnot, and I say, like, I'm great at melee or whatnot. I have tweaks galore on, so it actually turned off the system, basically, but whenever I have, like, you know, something that's the more buffs you give your xenotype, basically, the more they need to eat in food.
I
don't know why that's the case, basically, but it's just like, yeah. Center Revolver, I used to take it out in Illuminate motherships. Alright, I would do OST Warbond, but I want to have weapons to customize. Fair enough, yeah.
I think you just mentioned Tweaks also lets you turn it off at least.
Yeah, Tweaks Galore allows you to turn off the complexity and metabolic efficiency.
That's good.
But yeah, so you have to basically like give yourself negative traits to basically balance out the positive traits that you give a xenotype.
So it's like a character creator then, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but
It's like Zomboid character creator.
Zomboid character creation, yeah. Pretty much.
Like, oh boy, time to add Smoker because it's apparently free until you start coughing and alert the horde.
I really fucking hated that, basically, lately. It was just because... Ah, God.
See, I just take schizophrenia, look at the zombie, and ask if it wants some pretzels.
The schizophrenia mod for Product Zomboid, honest to God, was really fucking great. Oh, we did, because we would all take schizophrenia and we'd all walk into a building and it was just like, I would hear like the house alarm go off and then it was just like, do you hear that? And you'd be like, no. And I'm like, okay, good. It's just my schizophrenia.
Is that your car alarm or mine?
Yeah. It's just like, you see that zombie there? No? Okay, good. He's all the ceramide in. And whatnot, but it was just like, all right, so I really hate on how people kept saying smoker was a free trait and whatnot, because the whole thing about it is you need to find cigarettes, and I swear to God, if you chose the smoker trait, good luck trying to find cigarettes. I had to get somebody, it was just like, somebody that didn't have the smoker trait, because like every time they opened up a drawer, they would find cigarettes, and I'm like, okay, give them to me, please.
Yeah, I collect all the cigarettes I find just because of that.
Yeah, and even if you do find cigarettes as a smoker and whatnot, you have to constantly keep smoking for the simple fact of if you don't smoke, you get anxious, and if you get anxious, that means basically your aiming and melee is worse. And then you become depressed and you start doing everything slower because you're depressed, and they're just like, so it's an addiction you have to keep feeding. But now that they have that, when you're a smoker, you have lung cancer and you can't stop coughing, and you keep alerting zombies that way.
Tuberculosis acquired.
Is Sunday driver that don't have a license, don't know how to drive in Zomboid. Yeah, basically, Sunday driver is you go half the speed you're supposed to, or can and whatnot, because there's like a speed thing that you get set in the game and whatnot. And Sunday driver is if you get stuck in mud, good luck getting out of it, because you don't have your character will not just push down on the pedal to get you out of it. Been watching Call Me Kevin's Project Zomboid playlist lately. Also, Call Me Kevin's a good YouTuber. I like his Zomboid videos.
Play back in a few minutes.
Personally, myself, my favorite Zomboid YouTuber would probably have to be Nurse and whatnot, but Nurse has been, well, speaking about depressed or whatnot, basically kind of out of it. Still streams Project Zomboid and whatnot, basically, but for some reason she has hidden all of her streams and whatnot. Basically, in her most recent streams, she's just been completely, like, non-verbal, non-talking and whatnot. It's just like, are you okay? I already know the answer is going to be no, but it's a bit weird, because, like, I think the last time I saw her, she was, like, streaming Hitman and whatnot, basically, and somebody gave her, like, $5 going, like, oh, you're playing Hitman, I really love this game, hope you're having fun. And, you know, she read it off, and it was just like, she responded back, like, the most depressing thing I think I ever heard, where it was just like, am I having fun? I think I have fun. I choose to believe I'm having fun, and I'm just like, what kind of answer is that? Anyway, we got a siege, so I'll stop that train of thought. I'm gonna let them build the blueprints. I'm gonna let them build the Earthshaker cannons, then I'm gonna steal them for myself. But going on what I said earlier and whatnot, I don't mean to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Just more or less it's just like, just saying I'm worried. But maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I just shouldn't care. Just build the Earthshaker cannons, never mind the sandbags. Is chopping down the apple tree really important? Who needs medical rescue? What? It's 132 incendiary shells. I kind of hope these Earthshaker cannons don't actually take proprietary shells. Kind of sad if they did. You're in need of creation star. Please don't have a mental breakdown in the middle of battle. Nah, I shouldn't know. Those have been too big to build, or actually, like, you know, pick up and uninstall. Oh, I can uninstall them. Okay, good. Sure, but you know what? I'm making it. And they got away. Alright, whatever. Everybody's having a mental breakdown. Alright, you know what? Basically, I've been electing work times. Everybody's in a bad mood, so I just set it to anything for right now, actually. Can I get any of you to actually take these people with us? something. I need to build a dedicated area for with this cannon. I'll put it behind something fortified. This is 5x5, so I need to make like a 7x7 area. Here, we'll do. Actually make it one bigger. And then I can't necessarily have a roof over this area because the artillery cannon will be able to fire out. Build out of normal concrete. This would be, see if it'd be like making it out of a sandbag wall, but yeah. Concrete castle wall. Do that just because that'd be a lot stronger. So yeah. There. Why are you going berserk? This is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. Why are you all missing? You stop. You stop missing everywhere, please. Oh god. Get it out. Stormtrooper, actually, I think that was worse. I gotta make sure I don't have Yayo Combat 3 installed as a mod base, because I remember with Yayo Combat 3, that just for some reason does not like the Lasguns whatsoever. It's like completely incompatible because it just like, I've literally had pawns somehow like blast their own head off with a Lasgun if I had like Yayo Combat 3 on. Because for some reason the incompatibility with that mod just made like las guns sometimes fire backwards. Which, I mean, you know, would be hilarious, but not necessarily fun to play. More often than not, basically, he would just end up shooting the people he was right next to, and it was just like, oh, that's fantastic. Y'all shot each other. Wonderful. Once the first time it's funny, second time it's annoying. I would know the two mechanoid hives basically. Okay, you're gonna be still here for 3 more days. Wonderful. Disease infection. Okay, it's one of the prisoners. I have to care.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So, we had a siege warrior gone.
Oh boy.
Don't worry about it, just some pirates. Basically, but we got an Earthshaker cannon out of it.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah! One of the Warhammer 40k artillery guns. The ones that you see on the Basilisk tanks.
What's the catch?
They might require their own rounds. Like proprietary rounds, basically, because it's like right there, it says 132 incendiary shell, and I'm just like, oh god.
Ceramite.
I really hope that they don't require, if they require ceramite, I'm just gonna go, you know, I'm just gonna crawl into bed and cry. I really hope a trader comes by so I could basically give them these prisoners or whatnot, basically, and get paid for it. Oh, that's right. One of these, I picked up a multi-analyzer from a raid, and I'm just like, I probably should honestly gotta put that down somewhere. Myself just in the, I'm just gonna glue my butt to the research bench, and it's just like, no, look, we need to research mortars real quick, and then I just need to get microelectronics and all that other jazz. Because I don't want to be stuck here in the goddamn Stone Age for any longer. If the prisoners stop getting infections, that'd be fantastic. Why are you always angry? The fuck? Oh. I didn't know this was a thing. Right. Floor-mounted aquariums or whatnot, basically. The artificial fishing ponds. Mod or something. I just showed it, it's just like, oh yeah, drop pod, supply is food, and I look over there and it's just like compressed fish food, and I just got extremely confused of why. But I had a mod that basically for grab ships, you could place like an aquarium in there and then fish out of the aquarium, and I didn't realize it also came with fish food.
That's beautiful.
After all, why shouldn't we have a grab ship on the, whatchamacallit? Yeah, why can't we have a grab ship on the aquarium? Thank you, brain. Aquarium on the grab ship or whatever. Yeah, currently right now we're just building, we built the concrete wall because I was modded to basically wall up the Earthshaker cannon but not have a roof over it so it could still fire. Hopefully something good would come out of it. I mean, if we ever get a siege again, basically I just fire the Earthshaker cannon at them and... lie on how I start telling people basically, because it's just like for some reason DS, like for some reason just having you do the kitchen work and whatnot, basically people weren't getting enough meals, so I started telling everybody else to get on the kitchen work, and it's just like, oh boy, here we go with the incompetent cook food poisoning again.
Yippee!
Yep. Yippee. Visitors were disappointed in their stay. I literally could not give two shits. Probably pissed because I have the bed set for $30 and they only had 20 silver on them. I don't think I did the September ritual, did I? No, I didn't. I completely forgot about that. Fuck. Oh. 15th of December, so I can do that one. Hypothermia. God damn it. It's got the alert hypothermia, and it's just like, why in the name of God does the child decided wanted to draw in the freezer room where it's negative 30 Celsius?
Because food. Okay. Microelectronics. Then we need the multi-analyzer. Then I'm able to get Imperial fortifications, and then I'll be able to make the artillery shells for the Earthshaker cannon. They don't require the ceremony.
I don't know yet. No, they just require 30 steel and 50 chem fuel, thank God, at least for the incendiary shells. What about the high explosive shells? 40 steel, 25 chem fuel, thank God they don't require ceramite, I would have cried.
Yippee.
I know I keep saying that, but... Wild men wander in. God damn, it's Rivia. I just had a stupid idea. I'm gonna test fire the Earthshaker can because I want to see on how this thing works.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Run, Fox, run. Put all the tails into gear and spin.
Fucking wonderful, me. First shell basically goes off the map. That pissed them off. For some reason, they're all attacking each other.
What, the Revia?
Yeah. I literally hit them with an incendiary shell, set them on fire, then all of a sudden it was like human revenge, and they all started attacking each other.
They attack the first human they see.
They ain't human.
As far as the game is concerned, nothing without xenotypes is human. Unless you have the biotype Revia.
I have the biotech review. Say they're fucking bugged. Want them there. For some reason, basically, the menu is glitching out. I just trying to capture them or anything like that. I'm just like, alright, you know what, fine, fuck it. It's a sign, die. Probably go raid these places off first. Whatnot, basically. Or I forget to. Alright, now the caravan's moving. Oh, I can't make it. Goes the Banner Lords.
Okay. Scrolling for 7 years to find one thing in a list of endless things.
Oh.
Well, the mod I use to make custom troops, you can sort it by culture. Most mods don't assign a culture to their items.
Wonderful.
Meaning you can't narrow the damn list down.
So you just been sitting there trying to create custom soldiers?
Yes.
You might have wanted to trim your mod list.
That's the funny thing. The one it's all, the bullcrap is from one mod. And it's one where it literally does not assign a culture to anything in its repertoire. It's also 31 gigabytes by itself.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
It's nothing but armor and helmets.
Why is it 31 gigabytes though?
High quality armor and helmets.
Jesus Christ, did a Call of Duty Warzone like developer make that mod? What the fuck?
Unknown.
What do you mean unknown?
And the funniest thing is, the one I'm looking for is the ones that have the least amount of stuff in here. More or less the Eastern Roman Empire equipment.
Right.
They have exactly 6 armors and 6 helmets and 2 boots.
Wonderful. Why is the prisoner going berserk?
So, you know how your scroll bar changes size depending on how long the page or the list is?
Okay, yeah.
Can you see the little tiny red line?
You're not even like a tenth of the way through the list. What the fuck?
That's from starting at the top of the list. Every time I select a helmet, it closes that menu, and if I go to find another helmet, it opens the entire list again, starting at the top.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this mod hasn't been updated in a few years and is archaic as hell. Oh, would you believe me if I also said everything, even for the units and their equipment, is all XML based too?
No, I will not. I will not try to bug fix your mod.
No. I mean, in all honesty, I could probably just go try and figure out XML and be able to make this shit faster.
Is that a bet?
Nah, because using XML, I won't know what any of it actually looks like until I load up the game, recruit the unit, and actually have them in a battle.
Fair enough.
This at least gives me some kind of icon so I can see what it vaguely looks like.
Oh.
But essentially, you know how ICE refers to us at the virtual armory for Arma as playing dress up?
Yeah.
I'm doing that for an entire faction roster. It's somewhat fun.
At least you're having fun. The most important part. Let's see. I don't know why is there every time we go to one of these work camps or whatnot. It's just like, ah, yes. Just one random animal will be picked as a hostile and it'll be part of the ancients, and then I have to go kill it before the game allows me to even leave the map. The area is now safe. You can refer me caravan on the world map. Yes, thank you.
I guess for some reason it has to make it seem like in order for it to generate the map, it somehow has to have a threat.
Of course there was a threat, basically. Literally, I'm here to kill people. I identify as the threat.
Aside from you.
We'll go back to camp, drop that off, and then continue our raiding campaign for resources. Get it? Fire. Oh. I don't know why that was considered home territory. Let me go take a piss. I'll be right back. Alright, thank you for your patience. Did I tell you it was raining here today?
Oh boy.
Yeah, for once we're getting rain in California. I've noticed there's a phenomenon here in California, basically, because you can never trust the weatherman to tell you fucking anything right. They're liars. All of them are goddamn liars. But I do know it's basically you could trust them that the opposite will happen of what they say. Like, for example, if they say it's going to be a huge storm, like, because I remember like a long time ago, like years ago, they were like, oh my god, California's going to have their first hurricane, we're all going to die, and nothing fucking happened. It was a light drizzle for about maybe 2 minutes, and that was all that happened.
It's gonna be a beautiful, wonderful sunny day.
Oh, if they're just like, oh, it's just gonna be a small, like, you know, minor rain and whatnot, basically, it's not even gonna be like an inch of like rain. It's gonna pour. It's gonna pour. Be careful. And whatnot, because I remember waking up today and whatnot, I'm like, oh, it's raining, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a pretty good rain and whatnot. Not like the rain that just dirties your car. It's just like, oh, we actually literally
it's the rain that cleans the car.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, thank God, basically, the streets haven't been cleaned in God knows how fucking long. Kind of rain, but then at the same time, they're like, you know, it's just like major flood warnings in your area, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, now you've just disappointed me, because that means it's not gonna actually be heavy rain.
Agony.
Yeah. Just like, oh, now I'm just sad.
I know the feeling.
You do?
Oh boy, rain. What do you mean it just trickled for 5 fucking minutes and left?
Yeah, we get that a lot here. A lot.
It's like Mom will tell me, oh, they've mentioned there's gonna be a thunderstorm. Oh boy. Where's my storm? Where is it? Is it safe? Is it okay? What do you mean it went north? Bring it back.
Major breakers. Why are you having a major break? This butcher human. I don't. Okay. So I feel like I need a mod that's literally just called "The beatings will continue until morale improves" and whatnot. That basically lately just, you know, whenever somebody's about to have a major break risk and whatnot, just beat them over the head just to improve their morale, basically lately. Because it's just like, we butchered a human. Like, I'm like, how do you think the corpse starch is made? You think we just walk down to the grocery store and buy the corpse starch?
Honestly, the corpse need like the ideology thing of desensitized.
We do, basically, but that pawn is not part of my ideology, so they keep freaking the fuck out, basically.
Oof.
High-Stellarch of the Astron Military is looking for a safe settlement to take care of their pet raccoon, Daniela, for 22 days. Basically, servicemen from the 693 Vanguard Division are trying to kill the poor little shit to get it. Blah, 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 blah. The raid time, blah, 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 blah. Sure.
People are trying to kill my raccoon. Alright, how many trash cans did it topple? Did it pick a fight with the neighbor's cat?
Probably. And it won.
Oof. Did it try and fist fight little Timmy in the middle of the night?
Absolutely. Oh, good. The visitors we've been protecting here and whatnot, they're finally... The shuttle for them is finally here. We're free. really need to download the, whoever re-uploaded, basically, we're almost there. And whatnot, because we're literally 3 hours away from the camp and whatnot, and the caravan stop, because it's in the middle of the night now. And I'm like, if you're, because like with almost there, if you're with like in 4 hours of the base or your destination, you could just keep walking. It's just like, we're almost there. It'll be perfectly fine. Or that, as well as the mod allowed you to force march people. 'Cause that's always fun. Nothing says a good day like having to march 40 miles. And then 40 more in the middle of the night.
Alright, one other fun thing that mod has that's 31 gigabytes is King Baldwin's mask with a chainmail coif.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I found that in the first city I went to and went, you know what? Fuck it. King Baldwin is gonna lead the Byzantine Empire back into existence now.
What do you mean I'm being raided by the fucking archive? Oh shit. You're blind. Why am I even looking to you? Why in the name of God did I look at you and be like, all right, what's your shooting skill? Can you pick up a gun? And I'm like, you're blind. You don't have eyes. Why am I even fucking asking? Yeah, sure, fuck it. For shits and giggles, I want to see how bad this goes. At least they have a backpack with a mini turret on it that could do the work for them. Guess I can't really complain about that. Is that a range belt? Okay, thank God that's a range belt you got on.
So they're fine. They have a belt that protects them and a backpack gun that shoots their problems.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
For the love of God, somebody pick them up. You know what's something I should have done when I unlocked machining? I should have built that basically, because the least I could do with that is I could shred mechanoids for metals. I know this is going to be a horrible question, but corpse starch. What does it taste like?
Powdered milk.
That's not as bad as I was thinking of.
Bones are calcium. There's calcium in milk. Therefore, corpse starch is powdered milk.
Okay. Do you think the marrow is also included with corpse starch?
No idea.
You know what, I'll save those 2 forms for later. Because I noticed it's almost midnight now. I will say I have this, however, basically, we've had a pet penguin
Hell yeah.
for quite some time in the Rimworld colony. The only reason why I haven't, like, addressed it is for the simple fact of, like the cat last time, because we had a pet cat, and, like, the second I acknowledge this thing's existence, it's gonna die, and sure enough, it did.
No!
That was,
Fluffle.
that was the 12-year anniversary stream that we did and whatnot, but I was kind of thinking to myself, just like, alright, if you could name a penguin something, what would it be?
Poppy.
Why the fuck Poppy?
Mr. Popper's penguins.
Alright.
I don't think any of them were actually named Poppy. It's just the first thing that popped in my head.
Goddamn opium addict.
If you want, you can start growing poppy fields and put it in charge of them.
I was just looking at that as it was like, speaking of poppies, let's grow some. I'm like, oh wait, that's from one of the vanilla expanded, like, faction mods. Can't remember
Yep,
which one, but
classical.
it is, huh?
Classical. The one that adds in 3 separate Roman empires.
Where do they get the opium?
Oh. Primitive, high-quality pain meds. Maybe?
And I'm gonna look up... Alright, hold on, basically. Let me look up Roman Empire and opium and, you know, confuse the fuck out of my FBI agent.
I think they're used to it.
Opium was used in the Roman Empire primarily for medical purposes to treat pain and insomnia. It treats insomnia?
Makes you feel good, relaxes your muscles, drift off to sleepy time. Maybe?
I need to build a time machine.
Oh no.
They knew how to they knew on how to treat insomnia back in the day, clearly.
The FBI agent starts the engine.
Now what I need to do is, what's that island south of Australia? Tasmanian Island or something like that?
Yeah, where the opium farmers are strapped.
Yeah, where the opium farmers that literally supply like 50% of the world's, you know, morphine and whatnot, basically, literally they thought they were getting invaded by aliens, and it just turned out it was basically just a dwarf kangaroo.
On drugs.
Oh, but yeah, because he was eating the goddamn poppies. And it wasn't a dwarf kangaroo, basically, or... Nope.
Wallaby.
Wallabies, there we go. and whatnot, basically.
Hippity hoppity, it's frolicking in poppies.
Oh, God damn it. Apparently as well, we just had a random colonist just drop in a drop pod that needed help and whatnot because they were shot and injured and bleeding out and whatnot. And it's just like, oh, hey, Biff. Your father just landed out the colony. He's bleeding to death.
Oh my.
I've been like, oh.
His father.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, this would be a great family reunion, but the problem is that he's already part of like another, he's part of the, whatchamacalls it, the Astra Militarum faction.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh, so basically, if we tried, you know, if we captured him to recruit him and whatnot, basically, that would just be, yeah, they'd get angry about that.
I'm trying to remember, there's a mod that where if you find relations, you can have that part while the other one's right-click on them and ask them to join.
Yeah, ask to unite. I'm pretty sure I have that, but I don't see the option pop up.
Oof.
For some reason or another. Anyway, it's midnight now, so I think I'm gonna end the stream. Right, save. Sweet Jesus Christ, where'd you all come from? I did not even know, basically, I had that many people watching. Hello. Where'd you all come from? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Rimworld. If you did, leave a like. When are you going to play Rimworld again? I don't know. I don't have a schedule for this. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Helldivers 2 because I always play Helldivers 2 on Saturdays. So if you want to if you want to see that, basically show up for that 5 p.m. EST or whatever. We got the daylight savings time. Is it PDT now? I don't know. I don't care. But yeah. Next Friday? Sure, I could stream this again next Friday. But yeah. It's midnight now. Yeah, I'm gonna grab something to eat and then pass out. So, hope you have a good rest of your night.